lovely people, welcome to another video. My name's Athena. I'm a brand new writer working on my first book whilst homeschooling my two girls and being with them 24/7. So, quick recap. What is my life? What are we writing? I'm working on a fantasy romance, a little heavier on the fantasy right now. Currently in draft 3, which could technically be considered the third version of my first draft in all reality, because it is a full rewrite. I'm adding brand new scenes, lots of new scenes have been added, information is being added. So it's a full rewrite, developmental, kind of moving things around, making sure all the pieces are there. Now, with that being said, the original plan has been shifted so many times. I think like the main plan was I would have been long done with draft 3 by now. We are moving forward with I'm finishing this at some stage of my life. That is what we're doing. My book has naturally broken into 3 parts. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, which I am actually tempted to keep as the general format of the book. But that's a whole other, we'll talk about that later. So I'm currently working on Part 1 of this book, which is a few scenes past breaking into 2, if you're kind of thinking 3-act structure. So they're not like, it's not like Part 1, it's not like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. The 3 parts. I am sitting at, how many scenes do I have now? I've actually gotten quite a bit of work done over the past 2-3 days. I kind of got really back into it. I struggled a lot over the past few days, and then I had to take 2 days off because I was working on my daughter's birthday cake for her birthday. I made a full-fledged Lego cake. I feel like that switch in creative outlet really helped me get back into my writing, I have to say. So with that being said, I have jumped back in very, very excitedly. It is Thursday, the 13th of February as I'm filming this, for anyone wondering. My manuscript, let's just talk numbers before I tell you where I'm at. So I am currently sitting at 47,000 words of a manuscript. I'm nowhere near the midpoint. I'm nowhere near any, oh my lord, it's gonna be huge. I haven't even broken into 2 and it's 47,000 words. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So we're sitting at about 24 chapters right now. I'm gonna have lots of chapters. I like books with lots of chapters. Sorry. I like books with lots of chapters, so that's not a bad thing for me. So, as I was saying, where I am right now and where we're going. I think I had like 25 scenes to write, for the rest of part 1 to be done in my last video. Right now I'm sitting at, I'm just gonna quickly count them. They're on my board. This is my board, let me show you. This is my board. I have a whole bunch of messy stuff, let's ignore that. This is my board with my scenes for part 1. That is progress, my friends, that is progress. I thought I would, let me just put you down. Oh gosh, I can't even put you down. I thought I would never be done with this. I started to lose hope, to be honest. So currently I need another, I'm halfway through, almost done with one of the scenes, so I'm not going to count it right now because it's probably about 10 minutes of writing, really. So 1, 2, 3, so 5, 10, 11 scenes. I have 11 scenes left to finish part 1. I don't want to be completely delusional and say I want to finish it by this Sunday. Ideally, I would want to finish it by this Sunday because it just feels good to kind of end the week finishing the part. I will be more than happy to finish to break into 2. To break into 2, finish that scene at the end of the week. And then it'll be the 5 extra scenes that are part of Act 2, basically, and kind of shifting into Act 2, all that kind of stuff. I'm happy to start that next week. I'm embracing the fact that I am clearly going to be working on this on this draft well into March. It is just the reality of it. It is, my second draft is sitting at 124,000. I am currently at least, I believe, I think it's technically, Scrivener kind of calculates pages really weirdly, but it's looking like I'm around the word count, as it was really, but the pages seem to be more. So I'm not sure, because I have removed scenes, I have added scenes, I've done a lot of rearranging and changing. The first scenes, the first couple of chapters are completely different, practically. So, But we are sitting at 47,000 was it, or 46? My brain is mush. 47,000, well, to be precise, it's 47,659. So, yeah. I have to say, I'm feeling excited about it again. I think once I kind of let go of very specific timeline, the very specific, I need to have this written by the end of February kind of thing. A weight was kind of taken off my shoulders. I'm okay with it being finished sometime in March. My goal and my aims right now are to finish as much as I can each day. I have to write every single day. That is a given, whether it's 10 minutes, whether it's 2 hours, it doesn't matter. But I have to write every day. That's like a rule that is set. And then I'm just taking it scene by scene and just tackling the scenes as they come, adding the chapters, and just working on it, adding the information I want, and getting everything into the story. Because I know that draft 4 is going to be the revision of this, where I kind of go over the scenes, fix them, cut out things, tighten it up, all that fun stuff. Right now, my aim is to make sure everything is there, the story makes sense, pacing makes sense, everything is as, you know, as it should go, and I'm feeling good though. I'm feeling good because I was starting to lose a little bit of, like, I don't know. I was getting very disappointed, I think, because I was setting these goals. Like, my initial goal had been to write December and January and have it done by the end of January. Okay, that was like my initial goal back in the day at this point. And December and January, oh my gosh, January, I lost half of January. Like, I didn't even write. I didn't touch my manuscript for 2 weeks in January. And more than that, really, if you kind of, you know, other days here and there that I wasn't able to write. So most of January was no writing, basically. And then December, like half of December again. So technically, I barely had a month. In those 2 months that I had given myself, I barely had a month of writing in there. Like, not even, really. I was still very disappointed, though. I was still, like, I still let it really get me down that I was somehow failing as a writer and not doing enough. And I feel like that just really got to me. And then when I added February onto that, and I was like, okay, that's fine. We're gonna add February. We'll go to the end of February. Life happens. And I have reached this point where I know I am being realistic right now and saying it is not humanly possible for me to write and finish this rewrite by the end of February. It is the 13th of February. We are halfway through February. Right? There is no way that in 15 days I am going to be able to tackle the other 2 parts of this book, right? Like, there is a lot here, okay? We're talking at least a minimum 80,000 words, okay? And these 80,000 words need thought. Like, it's not like I'm drafting, not everything is new scenes. A lot of it is old scenes that need to be rearranged. Information needs to be like switched or changed or altered or added somewhere else. Like, a lot of the scenes need thought. Like, I need to really sit down and kind of figure out exactly where I want each element to go. So it's not just writing the story as it comes out of me, you know. So you would do like a NaNoWriMo kind of thing, or a quick draft or whatnot. It's 80,000 words that I need to think about as I write them. So that takes time. And I realized that I need to, yes, have a bit of a limit, which is why I'm saying I know I'm going to be working into March on this, but a soft limit. As in, March is my limit. I'm giving myself like technically 6 weeks at this point, but I'm not giving myself like, okay, I have until the end of March. It's more of a, I will be done with this within March. So the more I get done, the sooner that will be within March. It's not, my deadline is not the end of March, my deadline is within March. And I feel like that just works with my brain. I don't know, it's like a trick of the brain maybe, but that's what kind of works for me right now, and it makes me feel good. So with that being said, I also am probably gonna have a critique partner moving forward. I'm very excited about that. I had done Meredith E. Phillips, oh my gosh, my brain. Meredith E. Phillips has like a critique partner list that she adds people to when you send your information and etc. You're able to find critique partners who, you know, also are looking for what you're looking for, to kind of swap chapters and, you know, give feedback. And just, I really need a fellow writer who's in this process with me, kind of to, you know, understanding this process to help me with some feedback. And yeah, I think that'll be a good thing. I don't know. We'll talk about it more in a future video. But yeah, for now, my kids are going nuts, and I don't know if the sound is transferring to the video. I hope not, because yeah. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.